The Greeks were coming back from their first trip to Europe. On board the Queen Elizabeth, they got acquainted with a Frenchman. His English was good, and soon they got quite friendly. The Frenchman told the Greeks that he was an artist, and his name was Lotis. He asked them to keep it in a secret. He did not like publicity. The Greeks didn't know any artist whose name was Lotis, so they talked to the ship's librarian and found out that their new friend was the world's famous artist, whose pictures were very valuable and expensive. The librarian found a book with a biographical sketch and a photograph. The sketch said that the artist had retired at 53 to a villa on the Riviera. He said he would never touch a brush again. Lotis was going to spend a month in New York. Mrs. Greggs suggested that he would come to their place for the weekend. The artist accepted the invitation and made them promise not to invite any other people to their place and not to speak about art. At the appointed time, Lotis arrived at the Greggs, and they were happy to see him. Mr. Greggs and his wife did their best to entertain the famous artist, but he did not want to go for a swim or walk in the wood. He wanted to sit and relax. The next morning, Mr. Greggs got up very early, as he wanted to paint the fence around the vegetable garden. He took a brush and was about to begin painting. When Lotis approached him, as soon as he saw the brush, he grabbed it from Mr. Greggs and began painting the fence. The same day, Lotis started for New York. Some correspondents found out about Lotis's stay in New York. An article was published in one of newspapers saying, "Mr. Lotis has spent all his time in New York except for the weekend at the home of Mr. and Mrs. Greggs. He met the Greggs on the ship coming from Europe." The day after the story appeared, 2 reporters came to the Greggs' place. They wanted to know everything about the stay of the famous artist at their place. They were shown the fence painted and signed by Lotis. A long article headlined "Lotis Paints Again" was published the next day. The fence turned out to be a valuable thing. It was sold for a big sum of money. It was taken to a museum. The fence was not worth it.